This is Ebony Man 2K, host of the channel with the same name, and content creator of the show Everybody Loves Strong Mama Chrissy, and the show Everybody Loves the Mamiana Gang, both located under the category playlist from my homepage. A lot of people ask, why do I have a green check mark for my YouTube logo? The answer is simple. I be checking niggas. That's right. I be checking niggas. You see, there are certain things Ebony Man 2K can't stand. I can't stand a liar. I can't stand a hypocrite. And I damn sure can't stand someone trying to play me for a fool. Man, if you ever want to see the wrong side of Every Man 2K, try playing me for a fool. One thing's for sure, you would not be unemployed because I would definitely give you that work that you are seeking. As a YouTuber, a lot of people don't understand or realize that I am not a regular dude. No, ma'am, no, sir. I am not a regular dude. First of all, I look good. I got ebony smooth skin, thus the name Ebony Man. Secondly, I am intelligent. And lastly, I have a sense of humor and personality that is so engaging, women unintentionally touch my hand and chest when they talk to me. I have an engineering degree and over 20 years of experience solving complex problems for Fortune 500 companies. So when it comes to dealing with these characters like Strong Mama Chrissy, Olivia, and the rest of the Mamiana gang, and some of these hating ass niggas, man, this is child's play to me. This is child's play to me, yo. Most of the time when I'm addressing YouTube stuff, I'm doing it during downtime, eating the Publix Boar's Head turkey sandwich, watching the game on some shits and giggles stuff. This is nothing, man. This is nothing to me. So when I came across a couple of videos a few days ago of Olivia talking about the home she claims she owns after moving out after 2 months, I could tell something fugazi was going on. The reason I have this throwback photo of me on the screen is because I am standing in front of my first home, a townhouse in the suburbs of Atlanta when I was in my mid-20s. So I have years of home ownership experience as well as landlord experience dealing with crazy ass applicants and renters. So it's safe to say I can peep game a mile away. Olivia is trying to run game on her audience. The problem is she is not smart or astute enough to pull off the game she is trying to run. The lies she is telling can easily be found out, and it took me no time to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and warn everyone, including Olivia, that I'm about to drop bombs over Baghdad this morning. That's right. I'm about to drop bombs over Baghdad this morning. On the song Bombs Over Baghdad, Andre 3000 says on the chorus, don't pull that thing out unless you came to bang. Bombs over Baghdad. Well, I came to bring that bang hardcore from the brain. Now let's go inside my astral plane. First, we're going to listen to Olivia's last video, where she clearly states that she owns that house. Then, we will go into my receipts to prove that Olivia is a bold-faced liar. Let's go.
What's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Liv. Oh, sorry. It's your girl Liv. How y'all doing, y'all? How y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful day? Oh my gosh, it is so pretty outside. The birds are chirping. The sun is booming, baby. Okay, the skin is glowing. Do you hear me? I'm driving to go get my kids from school right now, my babies. And I just wanted to have a talk with you guys. I wanted to talk with you guys because there's a lot of BS forming my name, and people just want to think whatever the hell they want to think. Girl, do you, be you, love you, okay? At the end of the day, I'm Olivia, and I will always have the last word, okay? And that's just on period, baby. Let's just get get down to the nitty gritty, honey. Okay, so people think that I'm living with my sister. That is the thing. People think I'm homeless. I'm living with my sister. And I guess I will come and I will address that in today's video. But first, I want to ask you guys, how are you guys doing? People think that I don't treat my subscribers well. I love my subscribers. The haters can kiss my ass all day long. But you guys already know I love you guys. My loyalty gang. I love y'all. I just don't like disrespectful stuff. Remember, hit the like button for your girl. I don't do this for nothing. I do this for y'all. And yeah, I deserve the like button. And y'all deserve to not be cussed out in every video. You do not deserve to be cussed out in every video. So, honestly, guys, if I have cussed you out or any of my subscribers feel offended by my recent actions here on YouTube, I am sorry, guys. I don't mean to come off like that. But you have to understand, I deal with so much hate. When I'm down, people just get so happy and they just like they're just so happy when Olivia has a moment of what do we call it? Because it's not failure, and it's nothing like you know what. But basically, I've had some hard time over here because I just got out of a relationship with a man that I was very much in love with, and it was hard for me. It's been hard for me, but I'm getting better. Everything is getting better. But, I gotta say, but I love my subscribers. I love you guys. And please don't let nobody tell you different, okay? 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 Okay. Am I homeless? That is the question at hand. Olivia, what's going on with your house? A couple days ago, I have moved out of my house. Actually, here now, it's been like a week or so. It's been maybe 2 weeks. It's been a while since I moved out of my house, baby. But am I homeless? That's what everybody wants to know. Am I homeless? People, y'all just be taking it so far. Baby, somebody called me a hobo. We're hobos. We're homeless. Oh my gosh. Y'all just be going so far with it. I'm here to tell you, no, I'm not homeless. I'm not homeless. I actually... My channel is really about to switch up. My channel for real. I know I look a hot ass mess right now. Please don't mistake that for weakness. Okay, I just look a hot mess. I don't have time to just plather on a whole bunch of makeup and lashes just so I can come on here and talk to you guys. It's not that deep for me. I can talk to you guys however I look. You feel me? But let me tell you this. Olivia will never be down bad. You feel me? Because I'm not that type of female to let myself get to that point. People are wondering, do I have evictions? Don't have evictions. Sorry, still not in that category. Try again. I do not have no evictions. My credit is still blossoming like a beautiful flower. And let me see what else I can give you guys an update on. Because after these last couple updates, y'all, I'm not telling you about my life. I'm actually about to open up my members only, and you guys can subscribe to my members only, my A1 Day ones, my loyalty gang. That's for y'all. I made that place for y'all because I do still want to tell you guys certain things. I'm gonna have Q&As coming up. I'm gonna have maybe maybe the video about my house come up here shortly, and that's only gonna be for my members only. So you guys can subscribe to my members only. I don't know how you do it. I'm still trying to figure it out. But anyway, Olivia is Gucci. I'm straight. But once again, y'all got the wrong one. Try again. And let me see what else. We're just about to have a lot of exciting things because I keep saying this. I'm single. I'm free. I can do what I want. I'm a mother of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I love my babies, and we're gonna travel, and we're gonna see things, and my kids always come first with me, so it's always my babies first.
Every time we pre-rinse, we waste up to 20 gallons of water.
So I want them to be happy, and that's number 1 to me. So I'm gonna put myself in the position to make them the happiest they could ever be. So with that being said, no, I'm not living with my sister. I didn't get an Airbnb, okay? Because who is gonna spend all that money? If y'all know anything about me, you guys already should know. I know how to spend my money and how not to spend my money. Okay, sis is not out here. I ain't finna spend all my money. So I actually have family that loves me. You feel me? My sister loves me to death, and my sister let me stay at her house for however long I want to stay at her house for. So homeless, nah. I'm actually about to go pull up on my house right now, check on a few things. It's like, y'all don't understand what's going on. And the fact that people can actually sit up there and call me a liar, say all these vicious, mean things to me, all because I moved out of a house. That's why you guys think you have the right to talk to me like I'm a dog on the street. Because I moved out of a house. Oh my God. It's crazy. This YouTube thing is crazy. But like I said before, y'all thought you had something, I guess, finding my property on Zillow. Girl, you don't have nothing. You don't have nothing. So stop. Like, just stop while you're ahead. All these reactors. Y'all chill the fuck out. Like, it's not that serious. Your girl is business minded, okay? So if I moved out of my house, it's not like, oh my gosh, she got evicted. I'm not the one. I'm not that bitch, okay? So now I didn't get evicted. I can't get evicted from something I own. But as far as the house goes and everything, I'm not speaking on that right now because y'all already are trying to be into my business too much with finding the property, posting the property online. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? I don't know. I guess you thought, once again, you thought you were proving something, but you're not proving anything other than we're trying to rent it out or rent to own it. You can take it off my hands, baby. Whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Like I said before, hit up my real estate agent. Hit him up. You feel me? But you need to come ready. Don't come with that BS. Come ready with the money. You feel me? Come ready trying to really rent something if you guys are in the Florida area. Now, with that being said, I love y'all so much. Like I said, I have a lot of plans today. I'm about to be with my babies. And I'll see you guys on the next clip.
Okay, first off, we're going to start with Liv. Now, I hate to be bougie, but I am. Liv don't even look like she could be a homeowner. I'm just going to be frank with you. Just look at her right now. Every time I see a video of Liv, she act like somebody who have good sense. And usually her background of her home is usually cluttered with junk everywhere. Even right now in this picture, she got junk over there on the left side of a room. And a person who can't even manage a room or keep a room together surely cannot manage no home. So my point is that Olivia doesn't even come across to me as someone who can be a homeowner. And by the way, on the background on the right, that's carpet on the floor. That home in Clearwater does not have no carpet nowhere in the house. So that means right now she's at someone else's home or in an apartment somewhere living. Now, what I don't understand, if you claim to own a home, why would you not be in that home? How you owning a home that you don't live in when you need to live in a home? That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, let's move on to the next. Okay, now we're going to look at the source from Zillow.com. If you look at the top of the page, that is that address of question on Owen Drive in Clearwater, Florida. Now, Zillow has very valuable information. One of it is price history. A lot of people have not noticed that. But for every property that they have listed, they show a price history of events of that property, whether it be sold or rented. Okay, so let's go to price history that you see on the screen. But we're going to start from the bottom, from February 25th, and work our way up to present day to show all transactions that has been on this property since the February 2020 of this year. Now, it says on public record, right, that this property was sold on February the 25th, 2020. It was sold. Now remember that date because we're going to come back to it later. Then later on in April, it was listed for sale and was listed on in April and May, but no one bought it. And then the listing for sale was removed on May the 29th. Okay, so since they couldn't sell it, then in June 19th, 2020, they listed it for rent. And then in July 10th, it was removed. The reason why it was removed, because someone rented it. And that was Livia. It does not say sold. It says listing remove rent, and it was rented for that time. The only owner of this home for the entire year of 2020 was the person that bought it on February 25th, and that was not Olivia. She picked it up on July 10th as a renter at the rate of $19.95 per month. And then it even shows even more current date where it's listed again. She has moved out. She moved out around September 15th or so. Well, probably a little bit earlier because it was actually listed for rent on the 15th. So she probably moved out near probably the first of the month. So as you can see, this is a detailed listing, if you will, of the price history of this property for the most part of 2020. There is no listing or documentation that Olivia gained any type of ownership. The only ownership the only sole listing that it has was on February the 25th, 2020, at the very beginning of the year. And then from that point going forward, it was all rental, all rental, all rental. Olivia picked it up in July and she left it in September. Now, I said remember this February 25th date because we're going to come back to it a little bit later. Okay, guys, remember I told you, remember that February date 2020? And when it said that was the only date of sale for the year of 2020? Okay, well, here's the documentation for that. This is the warranty that was executed on the 21st of February 2020 from Wanda Weddington, who was the owner at the time, to a company. And that company is called Bay Capital Holdings, LLC. They are the ones that bought that house from the individual on February 2020. And they bought it for $179,000. Again, the owner of that house right now that bought it on February 2020 is Bay Capital Holdings, LLC. It is not Olivia. Okay? They bought it in February and was owning it for the rest of the year. And then later on that year, around May or so, they put it up for rent. And later on in the summer is when Olivia picked it up as a renter. She came in as a renter. She left as a renter. There was no sales transaction between Bay Capital Holdings, LLC, that bought it in February 2020 to Olivia. There's no sales transaction. No ma'am, no sir. The only thing Bay Capital Holdings offered to Olivia was a rental agreement. Now, it may have been some mix of rental or rent to own, but at no point did Olivia have any ownership of that home. Now, I think what happened is she probably agreed to some type of rent to own with a down payment of $13,000. And I hope she got that $13,000 back. Because if not, then all they did was took her lunch money. They saw her coming down from Texas, down I-10, and said, yeah, we got us one. And I think her anxiety right now is that $13,000 may be tied up to some type of agreement that she had with these guys. And that's why she wants somebody to come in and buy the home that can break her out of this agreement that she has. I got a feeling she got $13,000 tied up. Because it's my understanding that once you get into an agreement like that in terms of a rent to own, you got to go through some type of period where you got to be in good faith and trying to find some type of funding for the home. I think you have to be in good faith, go out to banks and try to see if they can approve you for a loan for the home. And I think she can't get it approved, and that 13,000 is being held up, and that's why she's stressing. So I'm hoping she got a way to get out of that agreement and get that 13,000, because that ain't nothing to brag about. I mean, she keep bragging about, well, I put 13,000 now. I put 13,000. Then you put $13,000 on something that you ain't got nothing to show for. You put $13,000 down on something that you can't even show for. You have absolutely no ownership of that home, none. And 13,000 is a lot of money. And here's the thing that I've learned about rent to own agreements, that they only look good on paper. I mean, I've owned a home for over some 20 years. I've been in a position where I've been a landlord and I've talked about rent to own before. They never come to fruition. They never come to. It all sounds good on paper. Because when you think about it, if a person does have 13,000, and if they can make $2,000 a month in a sort of payment, they would just go ahead and be a person that can buy a house. I mean, why would you agree to that? If you sitting really on 13 grand and you really can make $2,000 a month in a payment, then there's no need to be in a rent to own situation. You can just try to own. So listen, I don't know what she has done, but I'm telling you right now, she's a liar. She's a liar. She does not own no property nowhere in Florida, and she definitely don't own this one here in Clearwater with this address. Again, this property belongs to Bay Capital Holdings LLC, and they've been owning it since February 2020. Okay, so this is another piece of information from the Pinellas County Tax Assessor Office that supports what I just said, right? Now, this is updated, it has been updated on September 26, 2020, which is just a couple days ago. So this is the most recent information on that property in Clearwater, Florida, where Olivia claims she owns that house, right? Okay, if you look at the top of the page on the right, you see that address on Owen Drive. On the left, tell me what you see as far as ownership. I tell you what you don't see. You don't see no Olivia somebody on there, do you? No, you do not. Again, the owner of that home as of September 26th is Bay Capital Holdings LLC, located in Tampa. That's their office. But they own that property on Owen Drive in Clearwater, Florida. And this matches up with that deed that you just saw earlier that was executed on February 2020. And it also coincides with Zillow.com, where it says it was sold in February 2020. So again, every piece of information I have provided you today matches up. And in closing, I want to be clear. In February 2020, this property on Owen Drive in Clearwater, Florida, was bought by Bay Capital Holdings LLC. Then it was listed for rent, and Olivia picked it up as a renter. And there is some ambiguity in terms of what type of rental agreement she had, because it could have included a rent to own. But she has never owned it. She has never owned it. So wherever 13,000 she put down, it has been for naught. She has nothing to show for it. And I think that's where the embarrassment really lies. Instead of just saying I might have blown 13,000, she's gonna say, no, I did use 13,000, but now I own the home. No, ma'am, no, sir. No, you do not. Because I got 3 pieces of information here from legitimate sources that say otherwise. This is Ebony Man 2K. We're about to go into our chat and music session. But first, if you would like to donate via Cash App, the Cash App ID is $EBMN2K. That's $EBMN2K. If you'd like to make a donation via PayPal, send it to paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. That's paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. And if you'd like to send it via Venmo, send it to @EBMN2K. That's @EBMN2K. Thanks.